What up, comic book kids and fellow Westeronians? It is I, your faithful and humble servant, Super Nerd 81 here, giving you Season 7, Episode 1 of Game of Thrones. That's right, Game of Thrones premiered Sunday night, last night, and let me tell you, I loved it. I loved everything about it. The beginning, the middle, the end, I loved it all. It was just a really good episode, really good way to start out the premiere and start out season 7 of Game of Thrones. Now, there's going to be major spoilers here. If you guys have not seen this episode yet, please don't watch this video just yet. Watch episode 7 season 7 episode 1 first and then watch this video, please. But let's go ahead and get on with it, my fellow Westeronians. Now, see what happens is now in this, oh my gosh, in this episode, it was just done really well. Now, where do I begin? I loved it. I loved every minute of this episode. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and begin with the White Walkers. You see the White Walkers, like they're walking in this blizzard storm, which is disguising them, and there's just thousands upon thousands of White Walkers. They got three giants and just thousands of White Walkers, and they're slowly making their way towards the wall, just slowly making their way, and it was a really good scene. I really liked it. And then also they have Bram, and Bram is now the Third Eye Raven. He's like training to be it, and now finally they get to the wall and they get through, and he's gonna hopefully hook up with Jon and hook up with Sansa again to make the Stark family start making the Stark family whole again. And then we just go to Arya. Now let me tell you, Arya I think has the best scene in this whole entire episode. If we go back to season 6, at the very end, she goes and cuts the throat of the Lord who did the Red Wedding massacre. He's the one that gave the order to do it, and she cuts his throat. And now when that was in, I was like, what? But then in season 7, episode 1, oh my gosh. So he's having this big old feast and everything, and he's telling, drink up, drink up and be happy. Like your Lord's helping you celebrate and all this, and then all of a sudden they go and pour this wine out to everyone, and in this wine it is poisoned. Arya poisoned this wine. She's disguised as the Lord, and she poisons the whole entire people who were involved in the Red Wedding massacre. She poisons them all. She gets her revenge. Now, let me say that again. She gets her revenge. And I thought that was so cool. I was like 10 minutes into this, and I was like, oh my god, what a great opening. I really loved it. I thought it was really good the way they did it and everything. And then when she walks down that center aisle when all of them are dead, she has a big old smile and basically going, Cersei, you're next. So oh my gosh, Arya, you're a badass girl. You are a badass girl. And I love that scene. Then we go ahead and we go to Sam. Now Sam is training to be a maester, and let me tell you, man, this guy's got the short end of the stick, man. His job duties in being trained to be a maester was just, oh my god, terrible. The guy has to clean out latrines. I mean, like the bedpans. And let me tell you, HBO is really graphic with their bedpan scenes. He's like almost throwing up a couple dozen times, and you actually get to see what these guys pump out of their body, if you know what I mean. It is just disgusting. I was just like, oh man, dude, I would hate to be Sam. And I was just like, oh, dude, that's disgusting. But he's doing the same thing day after day after day, and he doesn't feel like he's helping Jon any when Jon sent him to go there to be a maester so he can get the help that he needs to defeat the White Walkers. So he's getting in this routine. He's getting kind of distraught, bored, but he sees the closed off section, and he really wants to go in to help Jon get the secrets for to help fight the White Walkers and everything. So he just finally sees his opportunity. He goes and grabs some keys from a maester who's sleeping, and he goes in and he takes a book. He takes the right book, as a matter of fact, which tells him about Dragonglass. And also Jon. Well, meanwhile, Jon is doing he's gathering an army. He's making an army. He's getting all the houses of all the surrounding areas together to fight the White Walkers, which are coming. and he's being the Lord of the North, which he needs to be, the King of the North. He needs to be that. So he's like talking to people. He's telling people, I just don't want the men to fight, because this is gonna be an all out fight. We need everyone to fight. We need men. We need women. We need children. We need everyone to fight. And one of the lords stands up and says, I will not have my granddaughter go to battle with a spear. And then this little girl who's the head of a house stands up and says, I will proudly go fight. I will not be in the back. I want to fight. And it's just like, he looks at her and he just basically gives a nod. Like, yes, that's right. Okay, I'll shut up now. So he sits down, and then Jon, he calls up these two lords of these houses which they had like such a struggle with in the past, and he tells them, the past is in the past. Will you guys join me to help fight these White Walkers, this threat that's coming to Westeros? And so these two houses, which had had a lot of conflict between Stark House and these two houses, they pledged their loyalty to Jon and to House Stark, and to help defeat these White Walkers. So that was another great scene. Like I said, this whole episode, to me, in my personal opinion, was really done really, really well. And then you have what's Cersei. Cersei is just being Cersei. She's being badass. She's like saying, okay, all my kids are dead. I feel sorry for that, but I gotta move on, because I have I got enemies to the north, enemies to the west, enemies to the east, enemies in the south where they're at. She has enemies everywhere, and she tells basically Jaime, she's all, you're the king. You're the command of my army. What say you? Are you scared of me? Because she was just saying all this stuff, and he's all like, should I be? Because he's all like, well, maybe she might kill me too. So they're having this little inner struggle, and she's trying to get allies to help come to her aid. So what she does is she calls the iron, oh man, I can't believe I forgot. The iron, oh man, I can't believe it. But she calls them to come with all the ships and everything. So the king of the Ironborn, Ironborn? Is it Ironborn? I can't believe I forgot. Well, anyway, they come with all their ships and everything, and she says that they're gonna do a she wants to do a wedding, but this guy's like extremely cocky. He's the new king. He's extremely cocky. He's extremely arrogant, and he's just she's all like, I don't know. You came here for a proposal of a wedding, and I don't think so. No, I'm not gonna marry you. And he's all like, oh, okay, you won't listen to that. Okay, women love expensive things. I won't return to the kingdom till I bring you the most expensive thing, and then you will say yes to marrying me. So he's gonna go do that, and now we're gonna get to. I'm gonna call her Khaleesi because that's the only name I know her by. I can't say her character's name and everything because it's really hard for me to say it. So I'm gonna say Khaleesi is finally gets to Westeros. She gets to her home basically, where her father was before he died and everything. And they get to the castle, and then they getting there. And actually, that castle right there was used for the people of the light. That's where they gathered. I did not know that till I saw the war room that they were in, and that's where the witch gathered the people of the light, who she thought were going to be the true rulers of Westeros were, and everything. And that was just a really cool scene. And then she just stands right there, right in front of the table, and says, "Let's get started." And that's where the episode ends. And I thought, wow, man, what a way to end the episode. What a way to begin season 7. And there's just going to be more surprises to come. I honestly think that Jon and Khaleesi are going to put their fight on hold to help defeat the White Walkers, because another little thing is that Sam figures out that they, to get Dragonglass is on where Khaleesi's castle is. That's where they need to get the Dragonglass. So I think that Jon and her are going to come to some kind of truce to fight the White Walkers, because there's more of them. And then who knows? I think they may get married at the end. And I mean, that's just my prediction. That's just what I'm throwing out there. As my prediction, who's going to die? Oh, man. It's really hard to say, because, I mean, you really don't know. I'm gonna throw it out there like my good friend Dan the Man and Dan the Man Review says that Jamie's gonna die. And he doesn't think he's gonna die in this episode. I believe he said he's gonna die sometime, and I'm gonna throw that out there, and I think that Jamie is gonna die too. So tell me what you guys think. Put in the comment section down below. Tell me what you guys think. Who's gonna die in this season? Well, or anything like that. Give me a comment, and also please like and subscribe to my channel, Super Nerd 81 here. Give a thumbs up, and I really appreciate it. All right, comic book kids and Westeronians, I will see you later. Peace.